Yes, it's the real Uncensored Browns fan kicking it off to y'all. About to do another special. This brownies, cookies, and water. Um, and this is where we talk about the players. Three rules. They gotta be on the active roster. They at least had to play 2 games, and I can't pick the same people back to back. So this is our new lineup today. And we gonna kick it off with uh, the first person, number 98, my guy, my boy, your homeboys, um, Sheldon Richardson. Number 98, yes, sir. Now, Sheldon been here for a while. You know, he ain't been here through the 0-16, but he was here since last year. We had a pretty decent year last year, so. Obviously, under expectations of what everybody was hyping us up to be. But as of this year, it looks like he's feeling good. It looks like he's playing good. Just last week, he done took Joe Burrow by the shoulder pads and told him to sit down, like he was their school teacher. Like just so bad, just so bad. But no, Sheldon like is to me. I mean, when he interacts with interviews or if I see him glance on the sideline, he just seemed like, or even like when they mic'd up and stuff like that, and you hear him, he just seemed like that fun brother or that fun cousin that just always kind of like lightens the mood. You know what I'm saying? But he's still about business though, still serious. It's not like he's a clown. It's just he don't take things too seriously. It's just, and then that's refreshing. Not, I mean, as far as you take seriously, like yeah, you want to win and everything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying life in general. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he's pretty just mild mannered, just calm, cool. You know what I mean? And just does his thing, and obviously he's super strong. Like I said, he took him by the shoulder pads, and I've seen him do that shit a few times where he just had him by just the hands and was able to bring people down. So, I mean, that just goes to show how strong he is. One thing is though, I definitely would say like I would like to see a lot more disruption in the pass game, a little more sacks. I don't know if they got that set up for Miles to get all of that. Where some people fill their gaps or yeah, fill their gaps and then allow another gap to get open and within filling their own gaps. But if he could like start to get like a sack every other game, that definitely put it on the map. You know what I mean? And that'd be about like 8, you know, sacks in the season. But I mean, I don't know how many he got right now. I don't. He got one. I mean, I don't know if that was a sack or that was a scramble, but I think that's at least a sack. On Joe Burrow. So, but yeah, man, if he can like just do that a little bit more, I feel like it'll be a lot more beneficial for the team in general. Obviously the defense, but just to have that constant pressure, that constant threat of like where's Sheldon Richardson, where's Myles Garrett, you know, um, always have to keep your eyes on those guys, along with everybody else on the defensive line. They're gonna have a big test this week against the Raiders offensive line, so we'll see what we can do in the future with that. Hopefully he can dominate because the Raiders do got a pretty damn good offensive line, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong about that. With Pro Football Focus, they'll tell you something different. So, I mean, but just from what I seen, it seemed kind of in unison. And they seem they gel with Derek Carr, at least from what I see. So yeah, he's definitely going. We definitely got to see more out of him. We're gonna definitely need more production out of him to really get over this next step. As far as like we can get, it looks like we're going to the playoffs, and which is good. But if he was able to step his game up a little bit more, I can definitely see us making it out of the first round of the playoffs, and maybe even going further. Um, you know, uh, knocking. Should he be able to make it out the season 100% healthy? And I'm not wishing that on nobody. I'm just saying, I don't want to put all these expectations on people because you never know what could happen. But nonetheless, if he was a step up, definitely see us making out of the first round. Um, And I'm going on and on. But yeah, definitely. Sheldon Richardson, my guy, definitely seemed like a definitely a player that you need to have on the team. Like I said, I like the move. Excuse me, guys. I probably should have got some water. Um, so we got the second person, number 81, Austin Hooper. Now Austin is new to the team. He wasn't here last year. He was with Atlanta last year, but that's Atlanta. Now we talk about the Browns. The one thing I like for sure about Austin Hooper is that as I look at his stat sheet, or I did look at his stat sheet, I'm not looking at it now. It seemed like his production, as far as like stats wise, um, increased. Each game. Uh, Obviously, there's a lot of things that we don't see in the stat sheet that he does out there, and I'm sure it is. And I haven't been to any games, so like on TV, I don't really get to see all of that. But nonetheless, we have pretty good running backs, and they've done a good job, throughout the season. And you can definitely say the tight ends is a part of that. So I guess that's another thing that you can kind of talk about is just how quiet he's been. Obviously, he's getting paid like a big time tight end, and in the first few games, he wasn't really seeing the numbers or seeing the targets like he probably would. And I didn't really get to see any. I mean, there was one game where I feel like he stopped running the route or whatever like that. It was an interception too, I think, on Baker, or might have been a missed throw, but. And they talked about it, so I mean, I don't know if that had anything to do with just frustration, but I mean, for the most part, since his production been going up, it seems like he's been in good spirits. He ain't been really, like I said, too upset, to the extent where it's detrimental to the team. Saying like, all right, well, I need to get more passes thrown my way. Y'all talk about OBJ, but what about me? And blah blah blah, and turn this all into a big mess. I think he kind of knew what he was signing up for, and that this is a thing that was going to be, um, a work in progress where you finally got to get everything to click. Obviously, he's out. He was out last game, and I think he's going to be out this game with. I think what he had his appendix taken out, or something like that. Um, and you wish him a healthy recovery, absolutely, and make it back, and hopefully he can get back. His little golden tan self could get back on that field um, and start making some catches, man, and start throwing some blocks, getting some pancakes. Helping us get there to the next level. Definitely an addition to the team, and hopefully he can get the most out of the tight end room, and keep this team a team, because obviously there's some issues just within the tight end room, allegedly. I don't know for sure, but that not everybody's happy, but we just gotta. This could be a moment where you can create a bond where you kind of make players not want to leave. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's just alleged. I don't know if a said person wants to leave or not, but we'll see what happens on. But no, definitely, I want to see a little bit more. But nonetheless, we only been throwing we threw about 30 times last time, or almost close to 30, but. We just definitely need a little more completions. Obviously, gotta give it time, give it more time, and then we'll see what's up. And while we're moving on to the last one, uh, that's the third person, number 2, Cody Parkey. I like Cody. Cody's in. Cody's been making his kicks. I don't even remember seeing Cody miss anything yet. He might have missed the extra point, and I could be wrong, but for the most part, I think he made everything since he's been on the team. So, and I haven't gotten upset over anything that he's kicked yet. So, I mean, that's a good thing for sure. You definitely gotta take that into consideration. Since we kicked, what was it? What was his name? Was it Austin Corbett or something like that. The dude try to rock number 4. Um, we drafted him too, and I mean that's cool. Like I said, I was all for drafting the kicker that year, but obviously it didn't work out. But since Cody Parkey stepped in, it's like you feel a little more confident. You know, you're not feeling like, what this motherfucker about to do. You know, is he about to blow it? He about to just take the air, the wind right out of the sail. Cody doesn't do that. Cody's my guy, at least right now. Maybe he could rewrite the number 2. The number 2 got a bad history with us. Obviously, Tim Couch. You know, I mean, I remember he was a star back when I was growing up. Like, this dude was a star. They used to have like cardboard cutouts of him and everything. And then Johnny came and he rocked number 2, and that was short lived. And then now we got Cody Parkey, as far as I remember, and now he's number 2. So hopefully we keep him for a long time. He could rewrite that number 2, and hopefully number 2 could be a number that we also associate so endearing with number 4, when teams and the kicking team go out there and the field goal team goes out there. So yeah, man, keep it up. Keep up the good work, Cody Parkey, and keep on getting those field goals, buddy, and maybe on your way to that franchise record like number 4 has. So Phil Dawson, the greatest of all time, Legatron. Anyways, yeah, the real uncensored Brown fan, as you can see, happy about what's going on. We'll get up into a pregame talk very shortly, so stay tuned for that.